Good morning. Welcome to yet another video on marketing. Thanks for watching the series of videos from my YouTube channel, Marketing 5.0. So in this video series, we will talk about the trending, the latest and futuristic marketing aspects, which we will go through or we already come across in our way of life. In today's video, we will talk about something very unique and different you might not have come across before. It's called corporate marketing responsibility. We all know about corporate social responsibility, which normally the company uses. It's a way of giving back to society. But in this video, we will talk about the corporate marketing responsibility. So how a company can be responsible in identifying the problems of consumers, listens to the consumers, and developing the appropriate solutions and delivering and creating value to the consumers. So here we are talking about the companies becoming more responsible in terms of marketing. See, the marketing includes creation, development, communication, and delivery of value. So it is talking about the responsible aspects of a company in approaching the consumers and delivering the solutions in terms of creating value. So why the company needs to be more responsible? Because today the companies are always actually getting into the competition. So competition is the way of life in today's corporate world. So nobody can deny that. And companies spend billions anticipating, tackling, and winning over competitors, either from the same industry or from a different industry. So in that sort, the company normally thinks they are in a kind of a race which they need to win to become number one. And they may forget over a period of time, not focusing on what consumers are looking for and are they delivering the value to the consumers. It is necessary to understand that competition becomes a core of each company's strategy, whether we agree or not. So competition is becoming a core of every company's strategy. When they are developing a strategy, they are always considering the competitors. So we all know when we do the Porter's five forces model, where it is primarily talking about the competition. So there are five aspects of Porter's five forces models talking from the competition from the main competitors from the particular industry, then the new entrants, then the competition from the substitutes. So the strategy is something which the company focuses on by factoring in the competition. So that is why the competition is becoming a core aspect of every company's strategy development. But unfortunately, it clouds the future focus and expectations of the company. So the company is always focusing on the competition aspects and they're focusing on the firefighting mode. They're not looking for the growth aspects of the company for the years to come. So such aspect would affect the strategic and sustainable growth of any company, because when you are always looking at the, the tactical aspects of a company on firefighting mode, so you normally lose focus on your future aspects, the sustainable growth of any company. So how should a company think beyond the competition and focus on a future growth, which is a very important question. So here it is important for the company to know that running a company is not participating in a race and focus only on winning. Instead, the company should understand running a company like participating in a marathon race. It is not a 100-meter dash or a 200-meter dash, but the company is participating in a marathon that requires endurance to ensure longevity and sustainability of the company. It is not you do business today and you close your business, but you should be doing business for years to come. Therefore, idealizing the competition as a part of the strategy would normally distract the vision of a company for its future. So the company should avoid idealizing the competition as a part of its strategy. So the company needs to work on a marketing strategy excluding the competition, which is very difficult. We all know that, and focus only on assimilating, creating, and delivering value to the consumers. So in that sort, the company need not focus on the competition and avoid focusing on competition, and they focus only on what they can deliver to the consumers. So each company should think of creating a product services that are distinct from other companies in the same industry. So normally why the competition is happening when the company is trying to produce a product which has no distinction or it is a kind of a me too products. So that is where the company needs to compete with the other company which are developing and delivering similar products and getting into the price and promotion competition. Thus avoid direct competition, still targeting consumers. So if the company can produce products which are distinct from others and they can differentiate it, so they need not compete with other companies. So they can focus only on the target consumers. And the consumers will understand what you are delivering and the value of the product. So they will come to you. Such activity will help the target consumers to understand the distinction of the product and services offered and select the suitable ones instead of focusing on, buying a product based on price or promotions, which normally consumers are forced to do. We see this in our previous videos on compassionate marketing. So many companies, what they do is actually they force consumers to choose products or services based on price or promotions, rather than allowing them to think and make purchase decisions based on benefits or values. So we saw in our compassionate video, marketing video, where the consumers are normally forced to buy a product either based on price or promotions, not focusing on the value of the product which they get from it. So consumers then fail to appreciate the value provided. So it normally happens. So they have to select the product and services based on price and benefits. So this leads to them becoming a price warriors rather than a brand loyalist. So what the consumers will do when I just select a product based on price or promotion, so I will not show loyalty. So I become a price warrior. So I keep on moving to a company which offers that the best price or the product, the promotion. So I will not stick with a particular company as a brand loyalist because I do not see any value. So companies need to work on developing and delivering the product and services that suit the expectations and requirements of target consumers, which is very important, providing solutions and creating a value. So this is what we discussed in our consumer-oriented marketing. So companies needs to be responsible here, not focusing on competition and involved in price and promotions. And they're trying to develop and deliver the products which based on the value. So that value will make the consumers becoming a brand loyalist instead of becoming a price warriors. So this activity enables the consumers to select the companies offering products and services based on the solutions they expect or require rather than prices and promotions, which is very important. So if you see normally the price and promotions are the primary drivers of any competition. So if you say competition, the company normally resort to price and promotions, and each company involved in such competitions, they are forced to spend billions of dollars. So avoiding such activities would save companies billions, leading to the sustainable future. So if they could save the money which they normally spend on price offers or promotion, so they can use that particular the money for planning for the future of the company and developing a product and services which offer value to them, and it ensures a sustainable future for the company. So how can a company avoid getting into competition with the peer companies, which is a big question, and what sort of strategy should be developed? So when you're going for a kind of a competition, normally the company get into a competition within the industry or outside the industry. So how come a company can create a strategy which think beyond the competition, and what kind of a strategies can be developed? So it is vital to understand each industry as an association or a forum. So we all know that. So all the companies are part of an industry, and the industry has a kind of an association, the trade association or a forum, in which all the companies have a membership. So such industry association or a forum will be an ideal platform to discuss an issues, developing a consensus among all these companies to select and work on specific products and services which focus on producing value to the consumers. So instead of companies getting into the competition of developing and delivering same type of products and services to consumers, instead they can talk among themselves and develop a product and services which are totally different from other companies. In that way they can avoid competition among themselves, and that particular practice will help them to save a lot of money which normally they spend on price and promotions, and which could be used for their future like and sustainable development. So the company normally what they can do, they frequently interact among themselves, compare the notes of products and services involved in producing and generating. Instead of treating other company as a competitor, they can make them as a collaborator, and they can go for a collaboration mode. So instead of hiding or keeping a confidentiality of what you're producing, they can like share with them and see to that actually the products and services you are delivering should not be similar to other companies' products. In that way, it ensures uh, the consumers will identify the products and services which are totally different from each competitors, and they will buy the products and services based on the requirements. So such activity will lead to a healthy environment of cooperation and coexistence rather than dwelling into the competition mode, which normally leads to destruction of each other and costing billions to the process. So ideally, each company should ensure offering products and services that create value to consumers, avoiding competition, ensuring cooperation, and the coexistence. And it leads to creating a sustainable future for all the companies involved in that particular exercise. So it is very important for today's scenario, instead of getting into the competitions. So the companies need to uh, talk among themselves and collaborate among themselves and create a coexisting working environment and becoming more responsible in developing products and services and delivering to the consumer, which is very important for all the companies to survive for a longer period and achieve a sustainable growth. And once again, thanks for watching the video. Please give your valuable comments.